All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And now, as you see here, this article is from the businesswire.com in the science section, and it says Science Corp's Prima Implant restores vision in preliminary clinic trial results, a millstone or a milestone in the treatment of age-related macular degeneration, which affects 8 million people worldwide. It says, with the latest BCI technology, Science Corp is creating devices aimed at restoring vision, cognition, and mobility, right? And we understand that this is all geared towards what? The MOTB. He is going to promise you these pseudo-miracles, as the scripture states. And you trusting in this devil, not understanding that there's always an ulterior motive in it, then he has you, hook, line, and sinker, man. You become dependent upon the beast system, man, right? It says, Science Corporation, a leader in brain-computer interface, that's what BCI means, technology, which is what merging man with machine, which is biohacking, which is transhumanism. It's all under the same umbrella. It says, has announced the preliminary clinical trials results for its Prima Retina implant. Matter of fact, I want to look up that word Prima, because I believe in Spanish, Prima or Primo is a cousin, and I'm pretty sure they're going to tell us in the article what it means, right? It says Prima, first Italian feminine of primo, first, see primo. Let's see. It says, in music terms, the first, the chief. It says a slang for excellent, first class. Elaboration of drugs by 1990s, street slang. Let's see if it's any more. All right, chief, principal, excellent, distinguished, noble. All the things that E isn't, right? It says fine quality of the first excellence. And that's ultimately what E is aspiring to be. He's aspiring to be of quality of rank or first excellence. Because when you look at the in Genesis 25, when it speaks about Jacob versus Esau, the characteristics of both, Jacob was the excellent and a fine quality of moral uprightness. That's what that word plain, which goes into the Hebrew word tham, means, right? And we understand, he wants the spot as Jacob. He wants that birthright, man. But we also understand, he gave it up, right? Let's see if there's any more on that. Prima. I think that was the point. It says, Prima. Lord willing, it says what it means. But I'm going to keep reading. It says, results for its Prima Retina implant. It says the results showed that the implant restores real form vision in patients who had lost their central visual field, allowing them to execute useful, high acuity tasks like reading or recognizing faces. After receiving a Prima implant, patients were able to read with a clinically meaningful improvement, including the ability to recognize letters. So let's jump right into the precept. This is coming from 13 and 14, and it reads, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Matter of fact, I'm reading the blue letter because there's some words I want to get out of here. All right, so I'm going to read again. This is Revelation 13 and 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right? I want to go into that word miracles. And this is for the word miracles. G4592. It says, Samian, a sign, a mark, a token, miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates the men sent by him, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is the Most High's. Well, you have miracles on the right-hand side. When you take a look at the miracles on which Yahweh Shai and the apostles did by the acts of healing, and then you have miracles on the left-hand side, which he is telling you, we're restoring your vision, but at what cost? See, here he's telling you, you're getting your vision back. You're able to recognize faces. You're able to read your books again. But what he's not telling you is that you're receiving a device that's going to include you or is going to basically be your ticket to thermonuclear destruction, the second death, right? It says an indication, especially ceremonially or supernaturally, right? I want to go into that word supernatural too. It says supernaturally. It says entities or phenomenon that are thought. I think it said thought to be beyond the laws of nature. Yeah. Supernatural. It says manifestation or event attributed to some force beyond scientific understanding or the laws of nature, right? And that's what a miracle is, you know. A something that your mind can't really understand the reasoning of, yet the effects of it is 100% real or true, right? And that's on the right hand side. Now E tries to, come up with the scientific ways and tell you, oh well, we can get your vision back by doing this. Oh, so we're gonna enter into, the this part of your skull. We're gonna break it open, and then we're going to insert these electrodes, in these pins. And with this, we're gonna make sure that your brain cells are shooting forth that signal into this part of the eye. And then what we're gonna do to that retina is we're gonna put a film over it, right? This is how he tries to, basically describe or go into how he scientifically, quote unquote, or pseudo healing people, man, right? So to go back, I want to go into that root word as well. It's like I'm seeing if it's more on this. It says, well, here we go. Miracle, which was the healing, right? When we go to Acts 4:22, it says, let's go to it. Let's see. And there's multiple miracles when the scriptures. The woman who touched the hem of Yahushua's garment was healed. And the scriptures say what? By thy faith thou was made whole. Because she knew that all she had to do was just touch the hem of his garment. And that was gonna heal her, man. Right? Tabitha, when you go into that account in the book of Acts, right? And it's far more. It's not just that one. It's multiple miracles in the scriptures. There's multiple miracles in the scriptures, man. Right? Just us coming to the understanding of who we are is a miracle in itself. Because this was once taken or hidden away from us, and then Yahweh Shai put the spirit back on us for us to understand who we are. So the dry bones being awakened, having the breath within them, is part of the miracles as well. Now, I want to go into this root word of G4592. And it's G4591, and it says sameino. It says to give a sign, to indicate or make known, to signify, indicate. That's the point. Let's get back to the precepts. It said, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Right, this Greco-Roman system. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Right, let's talk about that deadly wound was healed. Right, which is the rebirth of the Roman Empire, which is the point in time in which we're in now, which is America. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And that image of the beast is not Caesar Borgia, man. That is not what the image of the beast is. The image of the beast are all these facets of society in which Esau rules under his wickedness. The Hollywood industry, the Food and Drug Administration, the music entertainment industry, the educational system, we can go on and on, right? But those are just a few. It says, and caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that's a physical mark, the charagma, man, right? So let's go into it. It says charagma for mark, G5480, a stamp or imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand is the badge of the followers of the anti-anointed, things carved, sculpture, graven work. So it's a physical mark, right? And this root word here is karax, which is a pale stake palisade, which is the instrument used to put this mark within someone. And then the root word of this is graphos, the information stored on that device. right? And you could read it, here, but that's the point, to make it short and get back to the article. So to continue, it says, prior to this, there have been no real treatment options to improve vision for these patients. The results demonstrate a milestone in the treatment of severe vision loss caused by geographic atrophy due to age-related macular degeneration. For the first time, it was possible to restore real form vision in a retina that is deteriorated due to age-related macular degeneration. It says, prior to this, there have been no real treatment options to improve vision for these patients. To my full knowledge, this is the first time that restoration of the ability to fluently read has ever been definitively shown in blind patients. This represents an enormous turning point for the field, and we're incredibly excited to bring this important technology to market over the next few years. The study was designed to demonstrate Prima's safety and efficacy to reach European markets approval, CE mark. Mark, wow, that's crazy. CE mark, that's what they called it. Hey, he's not, bro, he puts it right out to your face, man. If you people don't understand what's going on, that's ultimately because Yahweh Shemi Shai blind you. He even calls it the CE mark, man. Right? It says Prima, owned and manufactured by Science Corp, is based on original research done at Stanford University and later by Pixium, which I'm pretty sure that word Pixium goes into pixel. And let's go into that word because all of these things tie into, the understanding of how E actually gets down and getting all the meat off the bone, man. Right? Because when we go into pixels and you look at your computer, right? In technology, a pixel is defined by bits, I believe, right? It says a small square, single colored display elements that comprise an image. 1969, coined to describe the photographic elements of a television image. Pix. Let's see if it has any more. Varying the pictures. But I want to go into a bit because I'm pretty sure that's going to be a part of it. Or byte, B-Y-T-E, which I believe that may be data. But it says bit, a computerish word coined by U.S. computer pioneer John W. Tukey, an abbreviation of binary digit, probably chosen for its identity with bit. The noun, the first one, where is it at? Yeah, it was nothing on that one. But bit, right? Here we go. Byte. Here we go. Here it is right here. A unit of digital information in a computer consisting of 8 bits, right? Which goes back to that binary code. Let's see. Yeah, that was the point. Let's go back to the article. It says in Prima, called Prima Vera, is a clinical study with 38 patients suffering from geographic atrophy who were implanted with the Prima retinal system to restore vision. Geographic atrophy is an advanced form of age-related macular degeneration where the central area of the retina and thus the patient's sight has deteriorated, right? And there's accounts of this, also within the scriptures of what they would call geographic atrophy. Yeah, and let's go into a few of them accounts. Right? This is one account. It's also an account in Tobit, right? This is Acts 9:4. It says, and this is when the Lord, blinded Apostle Paul. Well, before he was Apostle Paul, this is when he was Saul and persecuting the church. But this is Acts 9:4. It says, and he fell to the earth and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And he said, who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Yahweh Shai, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? And the Lord said unto him, arise and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do. And the man which journeyed about with him stood speechless, hearing a voice and seeing no man. And Saul arose from the earth, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no man, but they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. And he was 3 days without sight, and neither did eat nor drink. So the Lord physically blinded him, man. Right? So I want to go into that word sight to see if it's any, insight on it. 3 days without sight, meaning he was blinded, man. He was blinded. So that's what you can call a geographic atrophy, which, Esau tries to say. It says sight, right? In a geographical senses of places, to see with the mind's eye, to discern, to look at, to turn the eyes to anything, to look at, upon, gaze at, to perceive by the senses, with the bodily eye, to be possessed of sight, having the power to see. So the Lord cut off that function to Saul, before he was Apostle Paul's. He cut off that connection to his mind, to his eyes, man. Right? I want to see if it's anything in that Hebrews Chaldees lexicon. I don't think it is. Well, no, it's not. It's a lot. Strong's definition: to look, to see. Yep, that's the point. Right, so to continue, it says, and there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias, and to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias, and he said, behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, arise and go into the street, which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus. For behold, he prayeth, and he hath seen in a vision a man named Ananias coming in, and putting his hand on him, that he might receive his sight. Hence a miracle done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem, meaning persecuting the church. Because Apostle Paul was there when Stephen was stoned, man. It says, and here he hath authority from the chief priest to bind all that call on thy name. But the Lord said unto him, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me, to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. Basically talking about how Saul's old ways and we're going to be put off. He's going to put on the new man and be a soldier in Yahweh's army. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my sake. It says, and Ananias went his way and entered into the house, and putting his hands on him said, brother Saul, the Lord, even Yahushua that appeared unto thee in the way as thou camest, hath sent me, that thou mightest receive thy sight and be filled with the Holy Spirit. And immediately there fell from his eyes as it had been scales, and he received sight forthwith, and arose and was baptized. Let's go into that word scales. As it had been scales, G30:13. It says a scale from lepo to peel. It says scale, to strip off the rind or husk, to peel, a scale. And that's the same precept. Lepo. Lepis. Interesting. Lepis. Okay. Now, there's another account in the book of Tobit, that we can touch on. This is the gall of a fish, I believe. This is boom, here we go. This is Tobit. Yeah, 6 and then 11. This is Tobit 6 at the top. And as they went on their journey, they came in the evening to the river Tigris, and they lodged there. And when the young man went down to wash himself, a fish leaped out of the river and would have devoured him. Then the angel said unto him, take the fish. And the young man laid hold on the fish and drew it to land. To whom the angel said, open the fish and take the heart and the liver and gall and put them up safely. So the young man did as the angel commanded him, and when they had roasted the fish, they did eat it. Then they both went their way till they drew near unto Ecbatane. It says, then the young man said to the angel, brother Azarias, to what use is the heart and the liver and the gall of the fish? And he said unto him, touching the heart and the liver, if a devil or an evil spirit trouble any, we must make a smoke thereof before the man or the woman, and the party shall be no more vexed. As for the gall, it is good to anoint a man that hath whiteness in his eyes, and he shall be healed. And I find it interesting, when we went into that word blind or scale, select, and it said lepis. The next word in the interlinear was the word leprous, meaning leprosy, and it said whiteness, right? So hey, that's interesting that that was the next word in order. Um, but yeah, it says whiteness in his eyes and he shall be healed, and that was speaking of blindness. Now this is Tobit 11, and I'm gonna start here 7. Ooh. I'm gonna start top. After these things, Tobias went his way, praising Yahweh that he had given him a prosperous journey, and blessed Raguel and Edna his wife, and went on his way till they drew near unto Nineveh. Then Raphael said unto Tobias, Thou knowest, brother, how thou didst leave thy father. Let us haste before thy wife and prepare the house, and take in thine hand the gall of the fish. So they went their way, and the dog went after them. Now Anna sat looking about toward the way for her son, and when she espied him coming, she said to his father, Behold, thy son cometh, and the man that went with him. And you got to read Tobit to understand who that man was, man, right? It says, Then said Raphael, I know, Tobias, that thy father will open his eyes. Therefore anoint thou his eyes with the gall, and being pricked therewith, he shall rub, and the whiteness shall fall away, and he shall see thee. Then Anna ran forth and fell upon the neck of her son, and said unto him, Seeing I have seen thee, my son, from henceforth I am content to die. And they wept both. Tobit also went forth toward the door and stumbled, but his son ran unto him, and took hold of his father, and strake of the gall of it on his father's eyes, saying, Be of good hope, my father. And when his eyes began to smart, he rubbed them. All right, so it's smart. I believe that word goes into sharp, or matter of fact, let's get it. Because that's a word that Apostle Gabar, did numerous lessons on. I believe it means sharp, or to cause pain. Here it is, right? So he felt a little pain more than likely. It says smart, to cause pain, to suffer pain, to be painful, to pain, to rub away, to harm. Hey, so there it is. Hey, that's what happened. To blows, to cause a stinging, sharp pain. Continuing. He rubbed him, and the whiteness piled away from the corners of his eyes. And when he saw his son, he fell upon his neck, and he wept and said, Blessed art thou, O Yahweh, and blessed is the name forever, and blessed are all thine holy angels. All right? I believe it's, yeah, that was the point. 1 second. Yeah, that was the point, man. So there's just 2 accounts, and there's more accounts in the scriptures, of miracles, but these specifically of, blindness and being healed without having to go under the knife. And like E is telling people they got to go under. And then you also have to understand that, hey, this devil isn't putting in the article how many people he actually, tried this experiment with and it failed. He's just speaking of the numbers that have been successful. He could easily be, as saying, 38 patients suffered, got their vision restored. Hey, that could easily be 38 out of 100,000, man. Right? So he finally got it right. But nevertheless, hey, to what avail for these people? They're through. They're through, man. It says, the visual acuity of all participating patients was measured at 6 and 12 months post-implantation via logMAR scoring 0. logMAR indicates normal vision. Positive values indicate poor vision. And it demonstrated clinically significant improvement. Let's see. A visual prosthesis, which consists of a photovoltaic implant, totally cableless and autonomous, surgically implanted under the retina, a special pair of glasses with the camera and built-in projector system. What the fuck, man? He is wild, man. A special pair of glasses with the camera and built-in projection system, and a pocket processors that processes the image for clarity and magnification. So they're not even seeing, just with their natural vision. They got to wear a special pair of glasses with a camera on it and the built-in projection system. So it's a pseudo miracle, definitely, man. They need special tools still to acquire the ability to see, man. So this is complete pseudo miracle. You got to have gadgets in order to get your vision back, which are still electronic gadgets, man. Hey, this just goes to show you, man. Hey, he wants to be as Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. But this devil can never come anywhere close, man. This is crazy. You know, reading through it, you would just think, okay, the people got their vision back, you know, through him implanting that thing. But he had to implant that. They got to wear a special pair of glasses that has a projection system in the glass, a whole bunch of other shit, man. So ultimately, that mean that devil could cut your vision back off. You know, you gotta have more than likely have a battery within the glasses to see. So if that battery go out, and you back to being blind, man, like wow. Hey man, and this is why you're to fight for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You're to fight on the side of the Lord because it's no in those accounts you didn't read how or didn't hear how they only got their vision back for a couple months, or you know they had to wash their eyes every morning in a specific salve. No, it was complete healing, unlike this devil, man. Right? So that's the point. You know, not to make this lesson too lengthy. You know, we're already time in, but hey, nevertheless, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to you, Akim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.